This is my home. This is my kitchen. This is my family. Tilly. Jack. Holly. Megan. And of course, my wife Tana.
You may think you're the busiest person in the world, but over this series, I'm going to prove it's still possible to cook stunning food at home. My rules are simple. Home cooking has to be easy. It's got to be fast. It's got to be delicious. So, if you think you can't cook amazing food at home, think again. These are the only recipes you'll ever need. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. OK, today it's all about clean, fresh, zingy flavours and speed. A few years ago, I travelled around Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam and Malaysia, learning all I could from the chefs over there, and I really fell in love with all their food. I brought back those influences to my home kitchen, and I've been incorporating them into my cooking ever since. So, get ready for some cracking recipes here on my ultimate Southeast Asian dishes.
If you want a pick-me-up first thing in the morning, forget a double espresso. I think chili gives you an even bigger boost, and it's incredible in my breakfast fruit salad. For lunch, it's my take on a traditional noodle soup with fresh clams. For dessert, banana fritters bursting with flavour. And one of the best things about Southeast Asian food is it's easy and a great way to get your kids cooking.
Jack.
To prove it, my son Jack's joining me in the kitchen to cook up some sticky, spicy chicken wings.
Because it's your favourite.
Served with fragrant Thai rice and stir-fried green beans with soy and peanut dressing. This is my ultimate Southeast Asian food. Breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Right, one of my favourites. It's a tangy fruit salad, and it's for breakfast, would you believe? Start off with a chilli. Now, give it a little rub. So, you can hear those seeds being released. Get your knife and come all the way down. Turn it over and just slice it into 4. And then finally chop that chilli. I want this salad slightly hot, so I'm going to use all the chilli, but half the seeds.
The seeds are where the heat is, so the less you use, the milder your dish.
Nicely chopped. Next, one of my favourite pastes, tamarind paste. This is quite tart, quite sour, but it's a wonderful complement to the sweetness of the fruit, and it goes brilliantly well with the chilli. Palm sugar. And this is where it sweetens up the dressing, because it enriches it.
Then the zest and the juice of a lime.
Cut it into quarters, and then twist the lime so you maximise on all that juice out. Now, to finish that dressing off, some toasted peanuts. Get the pan nice and hot. A little touch of salt. That'll help dry roast the peanuts even quicker. Make sure you get a really nice dark colour on those peanuts, because it will really transform that dressing.
To crush your roasted nuts the mess-free way, simply wrap them in a clean cloth and use a rolling pin or a pan to bash them.
Crush. That's the hard bit done.
Now for the fruit, and here's an easy way to prep a pineapple.
Pineapple. Take off the top. Take off the bottom. And stand it up. Use the corner of your knife and follow down. Basically like shaving the pineapple. Don't worry about these little spikes there. The secret behind doing it this way is not losing half the pineapple.
There's nothing wrong with a few brown bits. It's all good fibre.
Slice the pineapple in half, and then slice down each quarter. Slice across and chop. Delicious pineapple chunks.
Next, apples and pears, diced. Then to give a lovely fresh light note, de-seeded cucumber.
I don't want the seeds in the fruit salad. The cucumber seeds will make it very watery and dilute the strength of that wonderful chilli in there. Cucumber in for some sweetness. Delicious mango. Just slice it nicely. Get your dressing and just drizzle that over the fruit salad in. The secret of a good fruit salad is not drowning it in the dressing. but really make sure that you've got that nice coating on all the fruits. Don't worry about just having it for breakfast, because this is the kind of tangy fruit salad you can have for lunch, a healthy snack in the afternoon, but it transforms a traditional fruit salad into something really delicious.
Spicy fruit salad with a kick of chili. Trust me, it's an incredible breakfast and a guaranteed pick-me-up in the morning.
Next, I'm showing you a sensational Southeast Asian lunch and dinner. Here's a closer look at some of the key ingredients you'll need to buy to make them.
First up, a Southeast Asian essential, lemongrass. Buy it as a paste, dried or powdered, but I love it fresh best. Most of the flavour is in the thick bulb end, which can be either crushed or chopped to add flavour to a dish. Wrapped in cling film, it will keep up to 10 days in the fridge. Lemongrass is central to Southeast Asian foods, especially Thai, and I'm using it in my lunch and dinner recipes. Another Southeast Asian staple is tamarind, made from the fruit from the tamarind tree. Buy it in powder, cake or paste form. It's sweet and sour at the same time and gives brown sauces and Worcestershire sauce their distinct flavours. I've already used it in my fruit salad. Now I'm going to put it in my chicken marinade for dinner too. Lastly, it's clams. They're prized from all over Southeast Asia, but the most common types to buy in Britain are beautiful plump Venus clams, sweet, tasty manila clams, and razor clams, which are shaped like an old-fashioned cutthroat razor. Clams are fantastic raw, baked, in sauces or in soups, like this one I'm making for lunch. There's one rule: only prepare live ones, so discard any that don't open during cooking.
All over Southeast Asia, you find people cooking and eating these huge bowls of delicious noodle soups. It's a very simple dish, but the variations you get are extraordinary. Different meats, different fish, and even different dumplings. But what I love most about noodle soup is the fact that it's a complete meal. Carbs, protein, and vegetables in one big bowl of happiness. For my ultimate Southeast Asian lunch, I'm showing you one of my favorites.
Spicy clam and noodle soup, followed by sweet Moorish banana and coconut fritters for dessert. First up, my dessert, banana fritters.
Take your bananas, and to get them really nice and soft, just rub the banana.
Sieve together flour and baking powder.
Sugar into the flour.
Then add coconut for texture and a pinch of salt.
Sounds strange in the dessert, but it works brilliantly, especially with the fritters. Makes the batter nice and crisp. Start crushing. And use the back of the fork and just push it against the side of the bowl. And then, once you've mixed that through, I'm gonna make that mix now slightly fragrant with some lime zest. Now, the lime just really elevates the sort of richness and the denseness of the banana. Cover it with cling film so it doesn't get a skin on top. Set that in the fridge for 15 minutes.
As the banana fritter mixture rests, I'm getting on with my broth for the noodle and clam soup.
Fish stock is the base. Bring that up to the boil. Now, to take that broth to another level.
In with chopped shallots, fresh ginger, and a whole chilli, seeds and all.
I actually quite like it spicy. Just chop once and into the broth. Bring it up to the bowl and let it simmer. Galangal is a sort of, almost like a softer version of ginger, slightly milder.
You can use galangal paste, but I prefer the fresh stuff.
The stems of the coriander. We'll finish the broth with the heads. And that's what endeared me to the Southeast Asian style of cooking. Across my travels there's no waste. In. Lime leaves. For me, one of my favourites. Incredibly pungent,
strong, full of flavour, very acidic, but gives a really nice aroma to the broth. Just tear them in. Now, the lemongrass. So the secret here, that's where all the flavour is, right at the very end. So you take the back of the knife and you just bash the lemongrass. So all that flavour is going to run out in seconds. That's the base of the broth done, and the longer you leave it, the more intense it gets. Whilst the broth infuses, soak your rice noodles in boiling water for 10 minutes. Just enough time to fry your fritters. And the batter now is ready. Use a metal spoon to drop the batter to the bottom of the pan. The minute they hit that oil, they puff up. That's why it's important to put your spoon into the oil so the mixture runs off and creates this lovely little fritter. And then gently fry. Get a slotted spoon and nicely carefully turn them over. The smell of that lime is extraordinary. Fry for 2 to 3 minutes. As they start floating, it signifies the fact that they're cooked. Off with the gas and just let them drain. Oh, those beauties. Lovely. Sprinkle them when they're hot with the sugar. Actually sticks to them. They're done, ready to go. The last job before serving, the clams. Never be scared of cooking shellfish. The most important rule is if they are slightly opened, a millimetre, discard it. Make sure mussels, clams are always tight. Cook the clams for just 3 to 5 minutes or until they're all open. Bring that up to the boil, and this is where we finish the broth. Touch of fish sauce, a little sprinkle of sugar. Drain your noodles into the bowl. For added texture, some delicious bean sprouts. Get your lime, fresh squeeze of lime juice in. Beautiful. Literally, as the stock comes up to the boil, the clams open automatically. So they're cooked beautifully. The flavour from inside the clam has enhanced the broth. The smell is incredible. The clam's cooked, finish with fresh coriander and serve. There you have a perfect lunch. A delicious, spicy clam noodle with an amazing banana fritter. My spicy clam noodle soup and banana and coconut fritters made in minutes and proof you only need to travel as far as your kitchen to get the taste of Southeast Asia. Coming up, it's dinner time, and my son Jack's joining me in the kitchen to give his favourite food, chicken wings, a Southeast Asian twist. How many wings do you think you've eaten so far?
Probably 50 a year.
And a surefire way to turn your fussy eaters onto greens.
Now I know the secret. Crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter.
When I was travelling in Southeast Asia, one of the things that really struck me was how seriously they take meal times. Family and friends all sit down together to eat, catch up and have a great time. It's a really big part of their daily life. So, how it works is they put a whole load of different dishes in the middle of the table and everyone helps themselves. I love this way of eating. It's very social and really relaxed. So, I've adopted it here in our house too. I also like the family to share the cooking. And today, my son Jack's joining me in the kitchen. He's got a vested interest in learning to cook sticky, spiced chicken wings. Jack, give us a hand, please, bud. Why? Because it's your favourite. Yeah?
Yeah.
Chicken wings. OK. Right, let's start off with the marinade. Tamarind paste in first. All of that into there.
All of it?
Yeah, all of that. OK. Good, in. So 2 tablespoons of palm sugar, please.
Is that like heated sugar?
That's a really good question. No, it's a natural palm sugar, and it's perfect for marinades. How many wings do you think you've eaten so far at the age of 13?
Oh, well, I eat probably 50 a year.
50 a year?
Yeah, something like that.
A nice sprinkle of chili flakes. Depends how hot you like them.
Oh, I love them hot.
Hot. Don't forget the girls. You know, they start complaining when you get them too hot. How come you love hot food? So
I don't know. I just really love hot food.
So in there we've got palm sugar, tamarind paste, chili flakes, some garlic, 1 nice tablespoon of fish sauce, please, Jack.
This is looking really good.
Isn't it? And then a couple of tablespoons of oil for marinade. In. How nice. Little taste. What do you think, Jack?
That's really good.
Right, wings in. Get your hands in there and start rubbing in the marinade, please.
Okay.
So the secret now is to coat the chicken wings in all that marinade. Yeah?
Yeah. How long do you leave them in here?
Do you know what? The longer the better. Cover that. With cling film. Wash your hands of it. Excellent. Good job.
Ideally, marinate your wings overnight, but half an hour will be enough to get the flavours going.
Right, so they're marinated now. If you take the tray out, please, bud. Bottom one, thank you. And then we're going to put some tin foil on there. Thank you. So, fold that in half. It stops them from sticking. And that will stop the wings from burning. So from there, get them really dipped in that marinade and try and get the wing like that and just sort of scoop it like that. So get that really nice glaze on there. And then just, yeah, pull that on there. So all that garlic will roast. And then we've got all those wings beautifully done. Okay, mate, then ready for the oven. 170, 25 to 30 minutes.
Yep.
Good man. Excellent. Nice.
It's hot.
Wings are in. Right.
To go with my ultimate Southeast Asian dinner, rice cooked in homemade Thai green curry paste. For the easy green curry paste, roughly chop coriander, lemongrass, green chilies, lime leaf, shallots, garlic and ginger. A glug of oil and blitz. The paste takes minutes to make, but it will keep for up to 10 days if covered with oil and stored in a sealed jar in the fridge. To awaken the flavours, lime, roll to release the juice. Next, season with salt and pepper and blend into a smooth paste. Heat the paste until aromatic. Add in cooled or leftover rice. I love using fragrant jasmine rice, but your standard long grain rice is great too. When thoroughly heated through, serve. Thai green curry paste is so easy to make, so with rice like this, it's incredible. But simply add to chicken, fish or veg to create a fantastic meal in minutes.
Right, now for the green beans. Beans in. Bring the water to the boil. What's the first thing I should put in there?
Beans. Salt.
Salt. So, nice pinch of salt in there, yeah? So, make an amazing dressing. 2 nice tablespoons
Yep.
of the crunchy peanut butter, please.
Why is it crunchy?
It'll give it texture, and it'll be nice and sort of chunky. Green beans in, okay. Got the rice, green beans. We're going to blanch them for 2.5 minutes.
What does blanching actually mean?
Blanching means sort of part cooking, okay? We're going to blanch them in boiling water,
Yep.
and then finish them in the pan. Use the back of the spoon, it'll be a little bit easier. A teaspoon of brown sugar. In she goes. Nice. Is that a little bit too thick?
Maybe, yeah, it is.
Let's put a little touch more soy sauce in there. Let it down. Yeah?
Yeah, that's better.
A little touch of vinegar. Nice. I'm gonna get a pan on now for my beans. So, a little taste. Do you taste it?
It's so good.
Oh, man. Wow. So if you get the garlic like that, and just slice the garlic down like this. Keep the knife nice and flat. That way you'll slice through it. But take your time. Don't worry about the speed. Get the technique right first. Just cut it in half.
Okay.
With your fingers. Good. And then lay the flat side down so it's nice and sturdy. And that nail there, it's not out like that. It's just guiding the knife so you can never cut yourself like that. Good. I'll drain the beans. Nice. A little tablespoon of oil. Get the pan nice and hot. And throw the garlic in, people. Good. Nice. So fire
I can
the garlic.
smell that already.
Isn't that lovely? So give that a little toss. So when you toss it, push it down, push away and pull back. Okay, have a little go. Push it down and gently there. That's it. Take your time. Nice. So push down and pull back up. That's it. Nice. So it's getting nice and golden brown. Green beans are drained and they go in now to the garlic. Wow. Combination of green beans, okay, with the rice. Have a little smell of that.
Oh, wow.
I want you now to spoon the dressing, please. In she goes. Nice. How delicious does that look?
Wow.
What's Daddy's policy at home? No waste.
No waste.
No waste, buddy. Now, smell that now.
Oh, wow.
That.
It doesn't smell of green beans, it smells of...
Oh, it is? Oh.
Thanks.
How nice is that? Lovely.
Amazing.
Right. That's the rice, that's the green beans. Now, I want you to sprinkle some toasted sesame seeds on top, please. Nice and generous with the sesame seed. That'll give the beans a little bit of a crunch. Now, all that's left is for your favourites to come out. Don't those beans smell amazing?
Yeah.
Jack, look at those beauties. One for me, one for you.
3 for me, 1 for you.
Now I'd like you to sprinkle some spring onions.
Cool.
On top, please, mate. Nice and generous. You've transformed a very cheap and cheerful chicken wing.
Yeah.
Right, you take them over. Please do not drop them.
Okay.
Jack, let's go, bud. Nice.
This is my ultimate, simple Southeast Asian dinner. Sticky, spicy chicken wings, Thai green curry rice, and fantastic beans with chili peanut dressing, guaranteed to get the fussiest of eaters into greens.
Holly, Tana, ready for Jack's wings. Holes, do you want to help yourself and pass them along? Jack with some rice.
Oh, yes, please.
Bon appetit, guys.
Bon appetit.
Holes, I know you're allergic to anything green. How are the beans?
They're really nice.
I've seen you eat more green beans in the last 5 minutes than you have done in the last 10 years.
They're really nice.
Now I know the secret.
You have to put peanut butter on it.
Are you going to dig into those chicken wings now?
Fingers, right?
Definitely. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Very, very good.
Very nice, Jack.
Yeah, they're tasty.
Very nice.
There's no dainty way of doing this, is
No,
there?
Holly, don't worry about your nail varnish. You'll be fine. Oh, you're such a lady.
To collect selected recipes from the show, go to my scrapbook at channel4.com/Gordon.
You're so annoying.
I'm so annoyed.
Next time, my eldest daughter, Megan, proves she's a chip off the old block
Huh? Watch your fingers.
I am.
when we cook up some of her favourite big and bold dishes.
Wow.
At 8 o'clock tonight, Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall's brand new River Cottage to the core. Always thought it was a bit fruity. But first, there's a small taster. River Cottage Bites is next.